Location services. Minus global positioning system, GPS, services. Minus cellular location services. Think of location services as the spatial awareness of a mobile device. In the early days of computing, a desktop PC had no idea where it was in the world. It only knew it was plugged into a wall. Today, a mobile device is constantly calculating its exact physical coordinates on the globe. For the CompTIA A+ exam, you must understand that location services is actually an umbrella term. A smartphone does not rely on just one technology to find itself. It uses a tiered system of different radios to balance accuracy, battery life, and speed. As a technician, you need to understand how these systems work together, why they fail, and how to manage the strict privacy permissions that govern them. Part 1. Global Positioning System, GPS. The Global Positioning System, or GPS, is the gold standard for pinpoint accuracy. It is a constellation of over 30 satellites orbiting the Earth, originally developed by the United States military. 1. How GPS works, trilateration. Your mobile device contains a dedicated, receive-only GPS radio. It does not transmit data to the satellites, it only listens. The satellites are constantly broadcasting a signal that basically says, "I am satellite X, and it is currently exactly this time." Because radio waves travel at the speed of light, the GPS chip in the phone measures exactly how long it took for that signal to arrive. By calculating the time delay, the phone knows exactly how far away the satellite is. To find its location on a flat map, latitude and longitude, the phone must lock onto the signals of at least 3 satellites. To calculate altitude, how high up a mountain you are, it requires a lock on at least 4 satellites. This mathematical process is called trilateration. 2. The weaknesses of GPS. As powerful as GPS is, it has 2 massive drawbacks that a technician must be aware of. Line of sight. GPS signals are relatively weak by the time they hit the Earth. They cannot penetrate concrete, steel, or even heavy tree cover. If a user is deep inside a parking garage or an office building, true GPS will fail completely. Even in a city with tall skyscrapers, an urban canyon, the signals can bounce off buildings, causing the phone to think it is blocks away from its actual location. Battery drain. Running the GPS radio and constantly crunching the complex math required for trilateration is incredibly taxing on a mobile device's processor. If a user leaves a turn-by-turn navigation app running, it will drain the battery faster than almost any other application. Part 2. Cellular location services. Because true GPS fails indoors and takes time to get an initial fix on the satellites, mobile devices use cellular location services as a highly effective backup and accelerator. 1. Cell tower triangulation. Your phone is constantly pinging the nearest cellular towers to maintain a signal for phone calls. The cellular network knows exactly where these physical towers are located. By measuring the signal strength and the time delay between your phone and 3 or more surrounding cell towers, the network can estimate your location. 2. The advantage, assisted GPS. Cellular location is not nearly as accurate as satellite GPS. It might only narrow your location down to a specific city block rather than a specific parking spot. However, it is instantaneous and it works indoors. Modern smartphones use a technology called AGPS, assisted GPS. When you open a map application, the phone uses the cellular towers to get a rough estimate of your location instantly. It then downloads a small data file over the cellular network that tells the GPS chip exactly where the satellite should be in the sky above that specific city block. This reduces the time it takes to get a pinpoint GPS lock from several minutes down to just a few seconds. Part 3. Wi-Fi positioning, the hidden layer. While not explicitly named in every objective, you must know about Wi-Fi positioning to fully troubleshoot location issues. Companies like Google and Apple have mapped the MAC addresses of millions of Wi-Fi routers around the world. Even if your phone is not connected to a Wi-Fi network, if its Wi-Fi radio is turned on, it is scanning the area. If it sees your office router, the coffee shop router next door, and the library router across the street, it checks that database and instantly knows your location with terrifying accuracy, even if you are deep underground where neither GPS nor cellular signals can reach. Part 4. Application Support and Privacy Controls. Location data is some of the most sensitive personal information a device can generate. As an IT professional, you will spend a significant amount of time managing application permissions. The permission tiers. Modern operating systems, iOS and Android, no longer allow apps to just take location data whenever they want. When an app requests location access, the user is presented with choices. Allow once, the app gets the location for the single session. Allow while using app. The app can only pull GPS data when it is actively open on the screen, great for ride-sharing apps, prevents background battery drain. Always allow. The app can track the user invisibly in the background, required for severe weather alerts or family tracking apps. Geofencing. In a corporate environment, you will use Mobile Device Management, MDM software, to create a geofence. This is an invisible, location-based boundary. You can configure a company tablet so that the camera and the secure corporate email app are instantly disabled the moment the tablet's GPS reports it has left the physical boundaries of the corporate office. Summary for the professional technician. To lock this in for your exam preparations. GPS uses satellites and trilateration. It is highly accurate but requires a clear line of sight to the sky and drains the battery rapidly. Cellular location uses cell tower triangulation. It is less accurate but works indoors and provides the instantaneous data needed for assisted GPS. Wi-Fi positioning uses mapped router MAC addresses to provide hyperaccurate indoor location tracking. Troubleshooting. If a user says their location is wrong, ensure they haven't disabled the location services, master toggle, verify the specific app has permission, and ensure their Wi-Fi radio is turned on to assist the GPS chip.